what Christo's card.
Right, good afternoon everyone and welcome to Cafe Church. Unfortunately I've had to close the door because although it's lovely and sunny out there, it's quite drafty with the door open. But hopefully people will still be able to hear us outside. So we're going to start by singing Father, I place into your hands the things I cannot do.
Father, I place into your hands the things I cannot do. Father, I place into your hands the things that I can do. Father, I place into your hands the words that I should know. For I know I always can trust you. Father, I place into your hands my friends and family. Father, I place into your hands the things that trouble me. Father, I place into your hands the person I could be. For I know I always can trust you. Father, we love to see your face, we love to hear your voice. Father, we love to sing your praise, and in your praise rejoice. Father, we love to walk with you, and in your presence rest. Oh, we know we always can trust you. Father, I want to be with you and do the things you do. Father, I want to speak the words that you are speaking to. Father, I want to love the ones that you were taught to do. For I know that I am one with you.
So now we're going to approach our time of prayer. And we're going to join together in singing Bind Us Together.
Bind us together, Lord, bind us together, in cords that cannot be broken. Bind us together, Lord, bind us together, Lord, bind us together with love. There is only one God. There is only one King. There is only one morning. That is why we sing. Bind us together, Lord, bind us together, in cords that cannot be broken. Bind us together, Lord, bind us together, Lord, bind us together with love. You are the family of God. There is only one King. There is only one body. That is why we sing. Bind us together, oh, bind us together, in cords that cannot be broken. Bind us together, oh, bind us together, oh, bind us together with love.
Shall we pray? come to you in prayer. We are fortunate that we are in a very peaceful part of your world. We can hear the birds singing. We can hear the animals. We can hear the wind blowing. But we know that there are so many people around the world that what they can hear are guns being fired. They can hear bombs going off. But not just those noises in war-torn places like Ukraine, but also on the streets of many troubled countries where there is gang violence and there are those that are just out to hurt others. So many people are living in fear and do not have the luxury of the peace that we enjoy in this place. Help us to remember all of those at this moment. We think of all the young people that are currently taking exams, the extreme pressure that many often feel. They feel that if they've failed, that's the end of it for them. Please help them to realise that it really isn't. And whilst it's nice to pass exams, it isn't the end of everything. Because it's important that we know how to conduct ourselves, we know how to use our hands to work. It's not all about being able to write things on an exam paper. Think of all the families and the households that are struggling and are concerned about the rising cost of everything. They're worried about how they're going to pay their bills, how they're going to cope with everything. We pray that they will find the answers somehow, but it won't be easy. Show us how we can help others, how we can support them. And we think of all of our friends, all our personal friends today. May they realise that we're there for them if they need us, and not to just keep everything to themselves. Because it's important that we all share, and we share the burden, and that we bring all of that to you. So as we go into the week ahead, please open our eyes and show us what you need us to do. Amen. Now shall we say together the Lord's Prayer. Our Father,
who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done, on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, the power and the glory, forever and ever. Amen.
okay, guys, sing again. The lily of the valley, I found a friend in Jesus, and he's everything to me.
It's
that for quite a long
I
time.
don't think we have.
That was good. Our Bible reading is taken from John 15 and verses 12 to 17. My command is this: love each other as I have loved you. Greater love has no one than this, to lay down one's life for one's friends. You are my friends if you do what I command. I no longer call you servants, because a servant does not know his master's business. Instead, I have called you friends, for everything that I learned from my Father I have made known to you. You did not choose me, but I chose you, and appointed you so that you might go and bear fruit, fruit that will last. And so whatever you ask in my name, the Father will give you. This is my command: love each other. So, going to sing a chorus. I should think by now you know what the theme of this afternoon is. Yes? We all worked it out?
Songs you haven't played very well.
Yeah, songs we haven't played for a long time.
Dear, oh
Finish it,
dear,
what
oh
then?
dear.
I should do it.
Of course it is my girlfriend.
He's yesterday, my great unchanging friend. He's the same today as yesterday, just the same until the end. My mighty man, he holds me, in his arms above, and holds me. He's the same today as yesterday, my great unchanging friend. He's the same today as yesterday, my great unchanging friend. He's the same today as yesterday, just the same until the end. On his mighty hand he holds me, in his arms above and holds me. He's the same today as yesterday, my great unchanging friend.
Now, next question. David, you're not allowed to answer. Oh, Michael, you clicked the thingy.
Darling, my darling. I'm awake. Listen, I'm
What
awake.
do you think is in my box?
Open the books.
Carol knows.
Harold doesn't know. Right, we're going to have a little bit of fun. Stuart, you might want to get yourself at a
So
table.
I'll go that way.
Can you hurry up?
No, you
I
can
will do it in.
Can I just say, if you've got anything left in your cups or mugs or anything, just be a bit careful. So, we're going to play a game. Just remember, before you get overexcited as well, you Gladys is over there, you've got an expensive camera behind you, so just be a little bit... If you want to pass this to James, pass it nicely into it. Now, you don't have to pass it from one person to the other. You can be really naughty and just chuck it. Yeah, that's it, Gladys, but just remember, expensive camera to the rear. Now,
Carol.
in each layer, there is one word of a Bible verse, and then there's something else. But don't be so excited by the something else that you forget that you need to look after the Bible words. Alright? Okay. Well, we'll see how we go. So when David starts that off, I'm going to throw the parcel in. No cheating. I'm watching you lot.
I'll go for it.
Right, here we go then. No, pass it round. You can't open it.
I didn't answer it. I didn't tell the word. Carol.
James will pass it.
No, James wants to do it.
Diane, you're
John.
dangerous. I'm not feedback. Charles, be
Yeah. With.
Right, lay that on the table. Now you need to keep it, Michael. Don't pass it to Anne. Put it in front of you there. You're in charge of with. And I'll stop. He ain't finished it. It's a bit slow. Right.
Hey, now
Right, that's it.
Hey?
Right, off we go then.
Chuck it over to that. Take it to the Gladys. I love it.
Way!
Gladys!
Right, unlock it.
Yeah,
Not
gonna jump.
Keep an eye on that. Make sure she says her word.
I've got a couple here tomorrow. I've got a couple tomorrow.
No, that's it.
Oh, she dropped it.
Don't open it.
Hang on, look, she should, that's it, she needs to keep that safe on the table, Gladys. And she got her treat. Yes, I'll pass it on there.
Where's the Carol? Where's the Carol? Carol wants it.
No, you open it, it's because we've got travel over here in all that music should be playing. You carry on.
Where's the Carol?
Yeah, you get a sweet here. Yeah. Keep that
You do, Gladys,
safe.
look.
Right, we can go again now then.
Hey. Sorry.
Hey, come on, we can wait. Hey!
It's going well. That's all By the way, Pat, did I tell you there's one forfeit in there? No, it's not really. Oh, look, she's all stuck up.
Wow.
Oh, shook up.
No, always.
David? Oh, that was the rest of the story. It was on that front. The other Gladys, that's it. Right, have you got your words in your chocolate? Off we go then.
Sorry.
That's the only note, you know chocolate in it.
Get out. Next.
Michael. That's right.
Come on, lad.
Funny.
Push the buttons. Oh, Mr. Valerie.
Yeah.
Oh, two chocolates.
No,
Three.
many chocolates?
4.
Okay.
Okay.
Right, thank you very much. I'm afraid that concludes the parcel. That's your lot. So, those of you that have got a word, hold it up. Who's got a word?
Oh.
A word.
Word.
Right, okay. If you've got a word, do you want to bring it forward? And you can put it in order, because if by the magic click of a button,
I'm not doing it.
it will show
You're
you.
absolutely right.
Don't do this, man.
Space one.
You always.
Hang on a minute.
I don't know.
Don't be just laugh.
Right.
Hey, man.
So if you put up your words, and you'll be able to make that with the words you've got out to pass the parcel.
It's all word, isn't it?
You can make your words. Oh, come on then. That's very double strike.
There we are.
I did quite like it.
So who's got and? Right, surely. I. Who's got I?
Gladys.
Alright.
Aye, aye.
Surely
Aye,
I.
aye, yeah.
And. Who's got and?
And.
What about you?
He's got with.
Whoa.
Who's got and? Oh, it's
Gladys.
Gladys. Here she comes.
You didn't expect that exercise.
Thank you, Gladys. Cheeky. You'll get a clip round here.
With.
Surely I am
Michael.
with. You're not going to go underneath. That's it. With. You.
Sometimes I do not.
All the way. Thank you. And surely I am with you always. Matthew 28, verse 20. And of course we would make pass the parcel to Toy Story. You've got a friend near me. Okay. I think we've got to do to the announcements now.
Yeah, look at
So on the when is it? No, it's not the following, isn't it? Okay.
That was right, and you can check with the court.
Okay. Right. So on, I don't know what I'm
Can
doing.
you see us we check?
So-
Good group.
So on Thursday we have coffee morning at 10 o'clock. Thursday home league at 6:30, and Sunday 6 o'clock. Our worship will be with David. So I'm now going to ask Michael to take up the offering. Thank you very much.
It's okay, my darling.
Well, you didn't tell me that. You didn't tell me that's what we got to do. No, I'll do it.
Shall we pray? Lord Jesus, we are grateful for these gifts that have been generously given this afternoon. Please help us to use them wisely. Amen. We're now going to sing this lovely, lovely song. As the deer pants for the water, so my soul longs after you.
As the deer pants for
said that friends come into our lives for a reason. A season or a lifetime. And when I'm sure you're the same as me when you look back over the years, there are friends that you've gradually lost contact with. You've not fallen out with them, but your lives have just changed or moved on. And those changes in circumstances have just meant that that friendship has kind of just faded out. And that is life. Of course, sadly, there are friendships that come to an end because something causes an upset. And that's sad, and that can really, really hurt. And unfortunately, probably most of us have had that happen as well. But there are those special lifelong friendships. The ones that even if you don't see each other very often, you have a true friendship and a true bond. And at those moments when you really, really, really need someone, that is the friend that will suddenly be there for you at your side. That special friend. But isn't it exciting when someone new enters into our lives and we hit it off and a friendship is formed? And I look round in this hall and I know that that has happened in here. And what I see here this afternoon is a hall full of friends. Because we do all get on well together here. And you know, we're really, really fortunate. And it's great that I can stand here and say we are all friends. It's very sad that that isn't always the case, not even in church settings. But here, we are friends. Now there's some very long-standing friends, people that we've known for years. Pat. Sorry, did someone say Pat?
It's only 80 years.
Or you? Honestly, I'm not
Oh,
getting involved.
He's 80.
I'm getting involved.
I'm not getting involved. And of course there's some new friendships. But they're all equally important. All equally important. Some people find it difficult to make friends. They find that process very, very hard. And they can feel very alone. And friendship isn't always easy. So what do we look for in friendship? Loyalty, reliability, honesty, and acceptance. And I'm sure you're sitting there thinking, goodness, all those things can be quite hard in today's world. Loyalty. Loyalty. And reliability. And sadly, honesty. And the big one, acceptance. Acceptance. And of course, what do I also look for? Well, you know, a good sense of humour. If you're going to have anything to do with myself, I'm afraid you do have to have a good sense of humour. So there was an advert earlier for a job on the Kentney-Sussex Railway. If my brother's watching this online, I'm not taking it, don't stress.
Not this week.
But it quite was appealing to me. So David said, oh, were you going to be the fat controller? I said, well, actually,
Say that.
you did.
Why did you not?
You did.
I So is it for fat control?
Well, maybe, but you know.
Still a brave man.
But you know, honesty.
Carol.
And I would very proudly accept the job of the fat controller. I'd be very happy
Especially
to
in
do
the
that.
control bit.
Hi, Carol.
Anyway,
That's all I've got, I know.
but what qualities do you look for in a friend? What qualities do you look for? But remember, friendship is a two-way thing. So you can't be expecting all of those things from your friends if you don't also show those same qualities. It needs to be reciprocal. Now there's a big word. Oh, Sharice impressed with that big word, see? Friendship requires commitment. Now commitment is a word that sends a lot of people running that direction. But we need to invest time into a friendship. David and I had some friends round yesterday for dinner. We had to cancel 2 or 3 times because of dear COVID. But we said we don't feel that we're very good friends because we don't really spend enough quality time with our friends. And we do try, but life is so busy and hectic that it's hard to find that time. But we do need to try and invest time. But investing that time can just be sending a text, sending a little WhatsApp message and saying, how are you? Because you're thinking of that person. And that just reminds them that you're in their thoughts. So signs of commitment to Jesus are very important, most important, special friend, Jesus. What does that entail? Prayer. Prayer. Talking to Jesus as a friend. He's not interested in finding those fancy words, like the word I just used. Just a normal, ordinary conversation. Young people like Esther maybe hear an adult praying with all their big fancy words, and then Esther might think, well, I can't pray because I don't know how to do that. But it's just a conversation. He doesn't want the fancy words, he just wants to know what's in your heart and on your mind, in your words. And of course, we need to read our Bibles. Not back to front and know everything inside out, upside down. Just sometimes I just pick it up and I just let it fall open somewhere. Mine does tend to fall open a lot at Timothy. That might have something to do with the fact that actually it's my favourite book, so therefore it's been opened a lot in that area. Lifestyle. Living out our lives, our daily lives, as He wants us to. Love one another as I have loved you. So let's thank God for the gift of friendship and that we can be a friend of Jesus. Remember our verse here, and surely I am with you always. So if things are a bit tough tomorrow, remember that, and surely I am with you always. You are not on your own. Whatever is challenging you, whatever you are facing, you are not on your own. And surely I am with you always. Now, we're going to make a little something now. Craft time. Woohoo! So, I've got these little beads. Now you don't, it's meant meant to be like little bracelets, but you don't have to wear them as a bracelet. So you can just string these beads onto the cord, and you can tie it onto your keys or your bag or whatever you want to do, or you can give it away to a friend. But just, they're quite tiny, so if you have a little bit of a struggle, you might have to ask a friend to help you. You're all right over there, ladies, if you struggle, because you've got Heather is quite crafty. I reckon the nicest So some of them say peace. This is just because I bought these beads and then I didn't have enough to do friendship, so I had to come up with something else. So some say friendship and some say peace. Some are a bit more manly than others. Some are very girly.
Oh my God.
And some are a bit neutral. So I'm just going to hand these out, and and if you have a bit of a trouble tying a knot, you can also ask for a little bit of help. Believe it or not, the Boys Brigade boys don't know how to tie a knot, so we're going to teach them up in a couple of weeks.
James, what are you letting them on in for?
No, it's all right, we're working on
Oh,
it.
yeah,
So,
they know things. Granny knows.
they don't know any knot. I had a 13-year-old said, I said, what's the problem? He said, I can't tie a knot.
Can't even tie their shoes.
I can't tie the shoelaces. No, I was constantly tying up shoelaces last Monday. Anyway, so while we're doing this, we're going to have a lovely video piece of music playing. So while you're doing this, yes, help each other, which is great, because that's what friends do, and also use this time for a little bit of reflection. I'll just pass these out. You can swap them round if you prefer another one. I'll give you a manual one, Michael. For those of us that here have made bracelets saying friendship, peace. And if you feel that you're at home and you've missed out, well, if you're able to, you'll be more than welcome to come and join us next time that we have Cafe Church. Who knows what we will do next time? I don't know yet, because I haven't planned it, so I'll get a surprise as well. So we're going to finish by singing together, What a Friend We Have in Jesus. May
the peace of God reign in this place, and the love of God forever hold you tight. May the Spirit of God flow through your life, and the joy of God uphold you day and night. The Lord bless you and keep you. The Lord make his face to shine upon you and be gracious unto you. The Lord lift up his countenance upon you and give you his peace. Amen. Good night. God bless you all. Big thank you to Suzanne. It was a nice watching.